Hey there, it's Laura from the Roadside Dental Marketing Content Team. Today I'm going to introduce you to an easy, no experience required tool to create simple social media videos for your dental practice. If you spend any time on social media these days, you know the importance of using video in your marketing. Short, snappy videos are great for getting your message out in a fun and engaging way. But you're also a busy dental practice, and making videos sounds like a lot of work and probably requires fancy software and video editing expertise, right? Well, not exactly. While fancy software and professional help have their place, nowadays you don't need them to get started making really simple videos for your social media channels. One really great tool for this is Biteable. It's an easy online app where you can start creating simple videos from pre-made templates. If you watch my last video series on getting started with Canva, you can almost think of Biteable as a Canva for videos. It's really easy to dive right in, no prior video making, design, or editing experience required, and make something that looks really awesome. So here I am on Bitable's homepage, and we can see that their tagline is, make better videos than your competitors on your lunch break. And I don't know about you, but my lunch break is about an hour, less than that often. So we're going to test this theory and see if that we can make a video in under an hour. So the first step is to go ahead and sign up for a free account. I've already done this, so I'm going to go ahead and just log in. And here we are on the Biteable backend. You can see they've got a bunch of really nice templates that you can start with. Note, just like Canva, you could go ahead and start with a completely blank canvas, make something from scratch. I don't recommend this, especially if it's your first time, and especially since our goal today is to get this done on our lunch break. We don't really have time for this, so we're not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to say, let's pick a template to start with. So what kind of video are we going to create today? A lot of dental practices right now are looking for ways to communicate the safety measures they're taking to get people back into their office safely during coronavirus pandemic, and really trying to emphasize those steps and the precautions that they're taking. And a really great way to get that message out is to create a simple short video for the social media channels. So that's what we're going to create today. So looking through these templates, I can see that this first one here is actually a really nice one that we could start with. It says it's back to business as usual for insert your business name. So I'm thinking that this one might be a really good place for us to start. So let's go ahead and say edit video. And here we are in the back end video editing experience. So just to start out, I want to show you what this video looks like before we do anything to it. This is just the stock template. I haven't touched it yet. So let's go ahead and just watch what this looks like. Okay, so that looks pretty good. That's already pretty close to what we need. I think it's a good starting point for us. So let's walk through just the really basics of this software. So if you've ever used PowerPoint before, I found that the editing experience for this felt really similar to PowerPoint. You'll feel pretty comfortable right there. So at the bottom here, you can see our video storyboard. And here's where you can edit things like the timing and the sequence of the different slides in your PowerPoint, if we're using that analogy. And you can change the different, how long they load for, the different captions that show up during those slides, and you can add more, add less. And you can kind of see the whole sequence and timing of things here. And you can see this whole video is less than 30 seconds, so that's perfect. Within each slide, the editing experience is super simple. You can click the text, you can change it. So we'll say my dental practice. You can change the font settings over here, and you can even change the background to something more custom just by clicking it and then saying replace background. And within Biteable, they have a whole library of really nice free images. You can search for different images here, like for example, search for dentist, see what pops up. So I end up using this video in my version of this down the road, you'll see. But these are some really great photos. You can scroll through and search for different stuff, or you can even upload your own if you want to get a little more fancy there. So going back to the app here, you can even change the different music that's playing in the background by clicking this here and scrolling through their pre-made music library here. I'm not going to change any of that. We'll leave it exactly as is. All right, so I'm not going to bore you with all the little details and the steps that I took to make my video from this. I'm going to show you the finished product, and you'll see that it's really similar to the original template. I only made a few tweaks, and best of all, the whole thing took me under 30 seconds to create. So not even my full lunch break. All right, and voila, here's the video that I created from that exact template. All I did was change the background images. I added a few different text updates to it so it really fits our messaging that we need, and I maybe even added a couple different slides here, and you'll see this in a minute. So let's go ahead and watch this and see the final product. Pretty nice, right? And again, that literally took me less than 30 minutes to complete, so not even my full lunch break. So once we're happy with our video and ready to download it so that it can go up onto our social media channels, you're going to go ahead and click this download button here. Note that I'm on the free version of Biteable right now, so if you want to remove things like the watermark and unlock different features within Biteable, you would need to upgrade to the premium version. I'll show you that in a sec. But for now, let's just go with the free version that we're using, and you just click download watermarked video here, and that'll download a nice .mp4 format, which you can use on any different social platform of your choice. If you want to remove the watermarks, you'd go ahead and click upgrade, and if you look at the monthly price here, it's only 29 bucks. So if you're really curious to get started to try this out and use unwatermarked videos, that could be a worthwhile thing to invest in for your practice. Again, video marketing has such a high return on investment that it would not be difficult to recoup those costs if you really used it effectively on your social channels. So definitely something to consider there. All right, now it's your turn. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to sign up for Biteable, get your very first simple video done, and if you're brave enough, upload it to your social channels. We cannot wait to see what you come up with. Bye for now.